Welcome back to another episode of Bob Montego. Today I'm in Jamaica just hanging out on the beach. As you can see, let me pan around and give you a nice little view. My niece and nephews playing in the water and the sun about to set. Um, so today I really want to talk about the idea of, actually, this, what I refer to as the uncomfortable truth about you know, the Afro, Euro, Asian ethnicity in Jamaica. All right, that makes up our out of many one people. Jamaica, no doubt, is very proud of its Afrocentricity, and I'm a proud celebrant of our Afrocentricity. But we're also other people. We are of European descent also and of Asian descent. And by that I mean Africans came to Jamaica as slaves. Some will argue that, well, Africans been here before. I am not going to expand on that. We're just going to begin where Africans came here as into slavery. All right, they were not slaves in Africa. They came here into slavery to become slaves. Um, we also have the Europeans who colonized here and brought Africans here as slaves. We have also Asians that came in after slavery was actually abolished, technically, and became indentured servants, which is a form of slavery, but it's a contracted slavery for an extended period of time. So we are made up of many different people. As much as Africans make up visually, or I guess you could say cosmetically, has the appearance of the majority of people in Jamaica, we are of a wide gene pool, right? And it's hard to find anyone here as dark skinned as they may be that does not have some European blood in them, because it's been a mixture over a period of time, all right? And no one can argue that. And I should have started by saying, though, that I do not subscribe to what we refer to as race, because race is not a scientific thing. It is a social construct, and it is based on visual discernment of someone. And there's no test you can do to say, draw a person's blood to prove if they're black and white. There's no such thing. And for those who are confused by what I'm saying, when they hear ancestry this or ancestry that, no, when people test your DNA or your genes to figure out your ancestry, what they're doing is checking to see, they get a probability. For example, they may tell you you're 20% so, or 20% this, or 20% that. They mean your 20% of your genes comes from a gene pool of a certain region of the world. Some people may try to make a deduction and say, well, that means, this or that. But it just means that there's a probability that you're that 30% or 20% or 50% or whatever it may be of your gene pool, of your genes come from a gene pool of a certain region of the world, and therefore your ancestry is from a certain region of the world. That's what they mean. But there's no test to prove what they refer to the idea of race. So race is not a real thing, I should say. It's not scientific. It's a social construct. Okay, and so I don't subscribe to it. But I understand when someone says I'm black or I'm white or I'm whatever. Okay, I do understand the concept. I just don't subscribe generally to the idea of race because it's not real. So I would like to end, though, by saying, based on the many ethnicities we have in Jamaica, and if you're trying to understand what I mean by ethnicity, don't mean to talk down to anyone. I'm just saying, if you're trying to understand what I mean by ethnicities, I mean there are Afro Jamaicans, there are Asian Jamaicans, and they are European Jamaicans. And what I mean by that is that some people are mostly, you can look at them visually and say this person is mostly African, of African descent. So it's fair enough to say they're Afro Jamaicans, and there's some people who are clearly more, let's say more Chinese or more Indian than they are of anything else. So it's fair enough to say that they're Asian Jamaican as an ethnicity, and then some people look clearly more European than anything else, and so it's sufficient to say that they're European Jamaicans, and those are what I mean by ethnicities. Okay. I should close though by saying, based on our philosophy of out of many, one people, any hostility from another Jamaican, of another Jamaican, because of their ethnicity, is a violation of our out of many, one people. Thanks for watching Bob Montego, and if you have not yet done so, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my channel. Thanks again for watching.